I was on my lunch break yesterday, and I went to one of my favorite restaurants in downtown Kobe. It's a slow-cooked pork over rice, topped with mayonnaise, egg, and spring onion. And at this restaurant, it's like you sit at a bar, which is a horseshoe-shaped bar. So I was looking across from me. I was waiting for my food, and I see this guy. He's holding some chopsticks, and his hand is just shaking like this. And then he puts the bowl right up to his mouth, and he's just shoveling the food as fast as he can get it into his mouth. And I was thinking, man, this guy must be starving, because like he couldn't get the food into his mouth fast enough. And the thing is, it's so hot here right now. We just came out of the rainy season, so now it's really it's like the core of summer right now. And it's just so humid. Like the humidity is in the 90s and up, and it's just really sunny and hot. And if you go outside and you walk around just for like 20 minutes, you'd just be dripping with sweat, and it zaps all the energy out of you. And I think this guy had just like been walking around, and he was so hungry. So after that, I go to this part of the city where there's some benches you can sit at in the shade. So I was just sitting there, kind of relaxing, people watching, and this guy sits next to me on the bench, and I kind of, out of the corner of my eye, I could see him looking over at me. And I was thinking, oh no, I bet he's going to want to start to practice English with me. So I was just waiting for that to happen. But then he busts out this peach, and he's just like eating this peach, and all this juice is dripping out all over the place. And I look more closely, and it's not a peach. It's a tomato. The guy is eating a tomato like it's an apple or a peach. And he's just going to town on this tomato. He's just like, just sucking it all up. There's like tomato all over his face, juice dripping down. So he finishes off the tomato, and he pulls out a banana, and he starts eating the banana. After the banana, I'm thinking, maybe this guy is a vegetarian. Kind of looking at him, he's really cut, low body fat. So after he finishes off the banana, I'm like thinking, what is this guy going to eat next? He pulls out a sandwich. It's like wheat bread with tartar sauce on it and only lettuce between the two pieces of bread. And I was like, wow, that's a strict vegetarian. So he eats his sandwich, and I was thinking, what is he going to eat next? But then I looked at my cell phone because I had to check out the time, had to get back to work, and I was late. So I just darted out of there, and I walked about 20 feet away, and I kind of looked back because I was so curious to see what this guy would be eating next. And he was looking at me, and he was moving over to the place where I was sitting. And I was just thinking, what's the difference between the left side of the bench and the right side of the bench?